Bro, how do people even play this? Like, how do people even main this carrier? Please explain. Shall we play Essex? Take a break from Yorktown. Let's play one game of it. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I have to do tier 8 carriers, builds and stuff. I totally forgot to do that. Someone asked me to do it. I didn't do it for like... I held off on it. It's been like 2 months, I think. Every Yorktown I've seen in game had less than 10k average damage. It do be like that. Because this carrier is pretty much... Yorktown is like a skill check carrier. More so than Essex, because it deals with tier 10. It deals with, you know, the whole bottom tier situation. It has Tiny Tims, which not many players are very good at aiming. And the torpedoes do 0 damage. Quite literally 0 damage. It's like 3000 alpha with 20% flood chance, compared to Essex, who has, I think, 40% flood chance and 6k alpha per torp. So it's like, yeah, it's not great in terms of damage dealing. So one of the easiest ways to try to help yourself is just division. So it's understandable why people aren't able to really do a lot of damage in it. FDG, nice, that's what we want. Marseille. We can go for him. Looks like he's AFK. Why is 2 tier higher so bad on Torbs? Which one? The Yorktown? Why is the Yorktown's Torps bad? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It's hard nerfed. So before in tier 8 carriers, the lowest alpha we had was Hornet. And I think Hornet's alpha on Torps were like 4.6k. You know, 4600. But you know, that was known as the, oh, Hornet has this low alpha on the Torps because it has really strong tactical squadrons that deals insane amounts of damage, right? You can, like, I think sometimes on a really good drop, you can 70% the other carrier's HP with it. So Hornet having 4600 alpha on Torps, it's understandable. Now we have and then now we have Yorktown, who has pitiful alpha for some reason, and I don't know why, because instead of lowering, like, it's weird, because a lot Wargaming likes to balance carriers in such a way where if you enhance something for a single squadron, you give up another squadron's effectiveness. Hornet's case is in Hornet's case they lowered the alpha on Torps for the really strong tactical squadron of the B-25 Mitchells. But for Yorktown, they lowered the alpha on Torps to the lowest any tier 8 has ever seen, which is 3.6k, 1000 lower than Hornets. And they made it so that her gimmick is tactical squadrons, which regen roughly around 100 to 120 seconds. But this isn't a very fair compensation. It's not fair at all, really, because Essex has double the alpha on her torpedo squadron, 6.4k, and she regenerates her tacticals almost the same. It's crazy. Where's the FDG? Oh, we do have enough. Nice. Good. Thank you. We kind of... Okay, so we killed this guy. This is the power of having 6.4k alpha on Torps. We kill the FDG here, by the way. He dies. Man's actually gonna die. He's dead to this next strike. The power of having really good torpedo squadrons. And 1, 2, 3. We just 3-tap the guy, and he's obliterated. That's called broken. That is broken. That needs to be nerfed. Alpha needs to be nerfed to 5.4k. The torpedoes, so that way tier 10 or tier 9, tier 10 torpedo protection can somewhat mitigate that damage to lower to maybe an alpha of roughly around total alpha from 20k to about maybe 15. Meanwhile, Yorktown needs to be buffed to like a 4 points. It needs to match. It needs to match Hornets, in my opinion. This thing is it's so bad. Yorktown's alpha is pitiful. Way too low. No, not at all. Yeah, so when I say torpedo alpha, I mean the alpha of the torpedo before all the calculation of damage mitigation and stuff goes into play. So Hornet has 3600 torpedo alpha, and sorry, Yorktown has 3600. Hornet has 4600. Hornet has really good bombers, right? The tactical squadron that she has, but Yorktown doesn't. Yorktown's bombers are just pretty mid. It has less bombs than the Essex, less fire chance, less everything. Hornet also has tactical rockets, which I believe that they are also lower in alpha. Either lower in alpha or lower total alpha, I believe, compared to the Essex. And then thirdly, the torpedo, the drop pattern is not very optimal either, which is a small thing, but not very important, but something to keep note of. This is all happening while in the most competitive tier for carriers, which is tier 8. So I believe Yorktown will get a buff. So yeah, Yorktown will get a buff, I believe, and Essex will get a hard nerf with the torpedo squadron. I don't think that she's gonna get nerfed with the. I don't think she's gonna get nerfed with her tactical squadrons. I think the torpedo alpha is just gonna be hit. This Slava is also dead because we just 2-tapped this guy. He's dead to this next strike, even though we lose a plane. Okay, now what do we do? Look at the amount of ASW on against that 2501. Holy crap, there was like 8 different squadrons there. Wow, that's crazy. Alright, who's next? Missouri is gonna... Yeah, Missouri's dead. He's flooding. Conqueror's next, I think. B-25s are filthy. Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, now you're starting to understand. B-25s are disgusting. That's why Hornet has nerfed torpedo alpha, and her AP bombs are kind of bad. But Yorktown doesn't have anything going for it other than the fact that she has 2 tactical squadrons that she can spam back and forth. So she pretty much has endless planes. So that's, I think, I guess that's Wargaming's way of saying, oh, Yorktown is strong in that regard. It's just bleh. 1 Essex torpedo squadron, yes, and it can also wipe out a FTG. Essex's torpedo alpha is no joke. On top of the fact that she has tactical squadrons, very strong tactical squadrons. These are not normal tactical squadrons. These are very good tactical squadrons that regen every 100 to 130 seconds. So she has 6.4k alpha on torps, right? So it's roughly around... Basically, she deals 10,000 damage less than what Midway is able to do with a single strike. But the total alpha, with all 4 strikes altogether, she has more than the Midway. And on top of the fact that she has tacticals, which is free squadrons, so she can regenerate her torpedoes Do we do this? Okay, so we're gonna 3-tap the Conqueror here. There's one. His engine is broken. He DCPs it now. There's one strike. Here's a second strike. Oh no, he's healing. He's cheating. Why? Whatever. Let's go back to him again. Hey, yeah, thanks for the raid. Hello. Yeah, we're talking about how we're talking about the topic of Yorktown is incredibly, in my opinion, underpowered compared to her other tier counterparts, compared to her tech tree counterpart. Yorktown's Torpedo Alpha is just so tragic. And Hornet's B-25s make up her very low alpha on torpedoes. So it's understandable why Hornets are nerfed with 4.6k alpha. It's because of her B-25s, Mitchells, right? But Yorktown has tactical squadrons, which is basically free rotations, but her torpedo alpha is so low. 3600, and I personally don't think that that's a good trade offer. Because a good carrier player would never be deplaned, really. Compared to Essex, who is like, you know, one of the most broken tier 10 carriers we have in the game. Essex is like not even a tier 10, yo. She's actually like a tier 11. Maybe I just kill the carrier, huh? Yeah, I'm dying. Does Yorktown get... No, Yorktown gets 4. She gets a same strike pattern as the... Oh, no. She gets the same strike pattern as the Essex. What's this guy doing over here? What? Damn. That was a really bad rocket strike. I'm just gonna go and kill the midway. We gotta get out of here before we get radared. Whoops, I didn't even realize there was a torpedo squadron here. Can you shoot this, Yamato? This is a really good fighter placement. I can't strike this. What? Huh? Yamato? Yamato? Yamato! What the fuck? Shoot the carrier, bro! Huh? Yamato? Please! One more. Oh, one more. Nice! I love how the tactical map shows my carrier. It's like, I can't even tell where my carrier is in the smoke. This will make sure he's broadside to the... Oh god, I'm radar. Oh, please kill him. Nice, good. Turn back into the smoke. We turn this way. You just keep looping around. Use another smoke. Oh no, this guy died. We don't even have to smoke ourselves anymore. Nice. But yeah, I hope this would... I'm probably gonna make a short, or a clip of how we just 3-tapped the FDG with Essex squadrons, Essex torpedo squadron. It's pretty crazy, I know, right? Firing this guy's not gonna do anything. Occurring carrier changes? No idea. I don't think anyone knows. It's hard to really say. Is it lag? No. I want NA server. We dropped to Puerto Rico, I think, over the San Martin, because San Martin doesn't have... San Martin has much better maneuverability. I think Miami just shot. That's why this guy's able to do this. Torps, nice. We can kill him. That was our Kraken. That was our Kraken. Damn it. Bleh. Nah, it's the tier for tier. It's not justified at all. Yorktowns is just a humiliation, slap to the face to historical side and carrier players. This is a really nice game though. Not even 300k. If I was better. Tragedy. I know, guys. I'm sorry. Here's the damage we did to Slava. Torpedoes, 40k. And then we killed them off with floods, fires, and then just, bombs or whatever. Here's the FDG. 50k with torpedoes. This is 3 strikes with a single... Three chain strikes with a single torpedo flight. We bombed him once for 7,000. And then it's like he just dies. Like, this is not okay. At all.